love is not just a feeling. It's not just an emotion. There's levels. That's my new word. There's levels to this thing, man.
Levels to this thing. Like,
it's not just about how you feel. Welcome
to the J&O Show.
Where we talk about
things that we will never told them, Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write #next_show so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right, so today we're going to be doing a reaction video to 8 at the Table. Shout out to them. The video is entitled "She Can't Be Faithful to a Broke Man." Ladies, how long can you hold your man down if he lost his job? Now, it's a long video, so we're actually just going to be reacting to a particular snippet in this video, but we'll link the whole video for you guys to go and watch, so that way you can, see everything in context.
Yes, they be having some good conversations.
Yeah,
over here, so
they do have some good
definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, they do have some great conversations. But I will say, as we shared in one of our previous videos, it might have been last week, not exactly sure what order you're going to see this in. Depending on what your goal is, relationship wise, you got to be careful about what you're taking in. Okay, sometimes you can take things in, you pull out the good, and then you throw away the rest, because
that's true.
So a lot of times the information that they give in regards to relationship is very skewed, and it comes from, I think, a place of just brokenness, and people who are not obviously in healthy relationships. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about this particular clip. Want to go ahead and push play?
I'm going ahead and push play.
Okay.
My opinion is love isn't enough, and it will never be enough. And before I dive into something, I'm going to just give you an analogy. I personally feel like there's never a one big break, no matter what it is. There's no one big break for you to do anything. There's no just one thing that's going to get you to the promised land. So love, if you want to use love as your one thing to get you to the promised land of a successful relationship, it will never be enough. And I personally feel that way because there's so many other factors that come into a relationship, right? If you can fall out of love, then love already screams it's not enough. So it takes you to be committed to a person. It takes dedication. Sometimes you have to be dedicated to a person you're not in love with so you can fall back in love with them again. Later on, whatever the case may be, that may transpire to help you love that person again.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. So I disagree with you, my brother. And the reason why I disagree with you is because, as we say, a lot of times people have this Disneyfication when it comes to love, when it comes to marriage. Love is multifaceted. There are different parts to love, and I think that's where a lot of people get lost in the sauce.
100.
They're confused about that. Love is not just a feeling. It's not just an emotion. There's levels. That's my new word. There's levels to this thing, man.
Levels to this thing. Like,
it's not just about how you feel. Commitment and loyalty is a part of love. Okay? There's also stages of love, which we talked about in several videos, and I'll link one of them here for you guys. But there's 3 specific types of love that we wanted to kind of bring out. And when you guys have some time, you can go and do some research in regards to what these 3 different levels of love entail, so that way you can get a better understanding of where I'm coming from. All right, there's the Eros,
which is what everybody talks about.
Right.
Eros is what that's the Cupid stuff.
Right. Cupid.
Okay,
sorry. Okay, so there's that, which is the physical sexual love. Then there's the Philos, which means warm affection, friendship, or what have you. There's that. Then you have the agape type of love, which is the sacrificial, unconditional love of God.
But it's not just God. You know who else got agape love? Moms.
This is true.
I mean, it may not be God level, but it's still agape.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. And because you have that agape, that sacrificial, there's duty, there's loyalty, there's commitment. All of that encompasses love. It's not outside of it. So when you say that love can't be enough because of the high divorce rate and all this other kind of stuff, remember, when we have these statistics as far as people getting divorced, you got to think about all of the different types of marriages, whether it's people who eloped in Vegas, I don't know, young people that just decided to run off and get married, and then they realize, what the heck did I do? Or their parents found them, like, you about to get an annulment.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? You have those. You have people who get married for the wrong reasons. They don't take the time to vet the person that they're with. There are so many different reasons.
People get married just because they had a kid together.
Right. You have that. There's so many different things to look at. And it bugs me that people say, oh, well, look at the high divorce rate. Okay, but look at the high relationship rate. How many relationships you done been in? How many of them were successful?
But you keep on doing it.
But you keep on doing it. So don't say, oh, look at the high divorce rate, and you still out here dating Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Or Julia, Shaniqua, and
Renee.
Lolo, whoever.
Whatever.
Lola, whoever. Anyway, speaking, because I did what you just said, I sort of wanted to piggyback off of that. When you talk about the high divorce rate,
Right.
It's like number one or number two on what people list as their reasons for getting divorced is finances. And a lot of people think, oh, that means that we should have our finances in place before we get married. Yes, I agree. You need to have your finances at a certain place when you get married. But the reason that a lot of people are getting divorced is not just because their finances were not together. It is because of their relationship to finances.
Yes.
Because we live in a world that loves money.
Right.
That loves stuff. That loves power. And guess what? None of those are mentioned in what love is. Love is an emotion, a feeling, a characteristic, and actions. And that's me simplifying it, because one of the things about love is everybody underestimates it because they don't think about all the things it encompasses.
They think of one part, that Eros part.
They think about the stuff that has been commercialized and Disneyfied. And it's so much more to it than that. A lot of the things that a lot of people think about, there are aspects to me and O's relationship. I'm trying not to call you your name, even though I like her name, but it's O. So there are aspects to our relationship that are more than just our physical attraction to each other.
Right.
Or even that's my best friend. If you're wondering about the loyalty and the respect, those are things you have for your best friend.
Right.
That is a part of marriage, guys. If you have a best friend and it's not your significant other, there is an issue in your relationship. Because there's no reason that you could and I'm not talking about when you first get married, because it has to be built. It has to be cultivated. It's not something that, boom, we're married and all of a sudden this is my best friend. But y'all should be well on your way there by the time you guys get married, because the amount of time that it takes for you to foster the type of relationship that you have with your wife, there has to be time spent before you're married to develop a closeness for you to decide to tie yourself to someone in this way.
Right.
You don't live with your best friend. not the outside best friend.
Right.
The my boys, I don't, whatever one of my dudes be like, yo, that's Jermaine is my best friend, yo, that's my dude. I don't live with that cat.
Right.
Whatever girl would be like, yo, that's my girl, that's my best friend. She don't live with them. She's not making kids with them. She's not paying bills with them. All of the things that encompass marriage, we're not doing with the people that we tend to call our best friends.
Right.
And a lot of our best friends wouldn't survive going through that crap with us.
Right.
So the relationship that you have with your husband or wife is beyond that.
Right.
And I think that's part of where you were going.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you have any other points. I just wanted to make sure that we had some things about this here divorce rate, because we always talk about the divorce rate.
Yeah, but we don't talk about the relationship rate.
And we never talk about, we look at it from the lens of, yo, people are getting divorced because of money. We need more money.
And that's not it.
And that's the idea everybody has. Guess what? Only 10% of us is making $100,000 or more in this country.
Right.
The other 90% of us have to figure out what we gonna do? Like, seriously. And most of us, just to be honest, because of how purpose is, most of us are not going to be making a crap load of money. Because it's not going to make you happy. Right. If you think it's going to be happy, with the girl that just passed away because she committed suicide.
She won Miss
America or
Miss. I think she won Miss. Was she Miss North Carolina?
She was Miss North Carolina,
and then she went on to win Miss USA. I can't remember, but I'll find it and I'll insert it.
She had all of these things that she did. She was trying to be a lawyer. She got all these degrees, all of this stuff. We see so many things about people offing themselves. Because when they have all of these things and everybody's like, yo, they were set. Why did they? Because they were lonely. Like, all right. Okay. So
getting your bag is not going to keep you when you get older, because you're not gonna be young forever. And that's the thing. Like a lot of these people, they're all very young, and they say youth is wasted on youth. And this is one of the things. It's like they think they know it all when it comes to stuff like this, like life and relationships. And they don't. You know, we didn't either when we were that age. You know, so it's like we have to start making sure that we're ingraining these type of mindsets and behaviors into our kids as they grow. So that way they have something to pull off of as they get older. Because it's rough out here, y'all. Yeah. It's rough out here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you was about to mention something.
I told you I lost it.
Sorry.
But look, I guess for me, it is important at this stage, as our channel is growing and as we're trying to, put this thing together, that we start to make a stand for the things that separate us from some of the people that we like to watch. Right. I ain't gonna front. Eight at the table, y'all be killing it. Yeah. I love watching the conversations. I love watching the debates. I love the back and forth and trying to figure it out. MTR and Kevin Samuels and all these people who I love to watch, both for entertainment value and because they help me to see things from a different perspective and consider the perspective. Right. But the thing of it is, I cannot stand idly by and watch people attack love and attack marriage seemingly. Right. Seemingly, because they're not all attacking. A lot of them are saying, oh God, please help me because it don't look like this gonna work out, y'all. I don't see a reason I need to get married. Y'all need to say something. Some of them is just a cry for make sense of this for me. Right. The thing does make sense, but you have to find someone to pull from that has a perspective on love and marriage where they have an understanding of the vastness of love. Not saying they have to understand every aspect, but love, like basics, you have to know that love is commitment. Yeah. You have to know that love is loyalty. Right. You have to know that love is sacrifice. Love is a principle. It's more than just an emotion, but guess what? It's still partially an emotion. Yes. It is multifaceted. There's a reason. The Bible said God is love. And then yes, I was just going to say that. And then it turns around and says, who can know the mind of God? Wait. So we ain't never going to understand love because love is God. So we ain't going to never understand God. Therefore, we're never going to understand love fully. No, we're not. It's so big and so multifaceted. It is the thing that makes you treat somebody with care and protect them. And like, it's so multifaceted. So I'm not going to let us put our janky divorce rate on love, because it ain't love's fault. It's our fault. It's our dysfunction, and it's our toxicity. Yes. And it's our lack of understanding, and it's our upbringing, and it's our parents, and it's the people we hang with, and it's us. It's our fault. Right. It is not love's fault. Right. And it's our love affair with money from this culture that we have propagated within ourselves. Right. We as a people have the most toxic culture on the planet. And we think we understand what the opposite of our culture is. No, we understand our culture. We understand toxicity and dysfunction. We don't understand doing this thing called love right.
Right.
And we need to start figuring it out and start blaming it for our downfalls.
Very true.
I'm done.
He done.
I'm finished.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
Now for real, I gotta drink some water, so you can go ahead and close the video.
No, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope that you understood what we were trying to say. I hope you were rocking with us. Like we say, we try to talk about things that we were never told
Right.
when it comes to this whole relationship thing, because we see the importance of having a strong foundation. Remember those levels? Okay,
Yeah.
there's levels to this thing. All right, the family is your first stomping grounds. That's where you first start to learn everything. That's your foundation.
And I do mean everything.
Literally everything.
Literally.
So if your foundation is broken or weak, as you grow, you're not going to grow into the full person that you can be. Okay? We're all put on...
She keep on doing this to me at the end of every video now.
We all put on this earth for a reason. We all have a purpose. Okay? And keep on saying we gonna have to do another purpose video, what have you. But a lot of this, the relationship issues and all that kind of stuff that we have is because we are not in purpose.
Right.
Okay? But that's a whole nother story. Here's one video right here that we spoke on specifically about that. We're going to have to do another one soon, another updated one, because we can't talk about that enough.
Truth.
All right.
Truth.
But that's going to wrap it up, as I said before, for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next week. Until then, deuces.
Turn the camera. Goodbye. And press the off button.